What's going on, everyone? Yes, today is another tour review, and yes, today is going to be a special review. For one, that we are closing out 2017 and opening 2018. God damn it, this year went somewhat fast. Hopefully it's been a good year to y'all. I know we had a few ups and downs, I'm pretty sure everybody has, but we have made it. Collecting has been at an all-time high. Pockets has been at an all-time low. But fuck it, we still do it. Now, beyond all that, I made this particular review to be special because this is actually a Wonderfest exclusive, and he's pretty old. It's a pretty old release. But I just recently bought it, and I was like, hey, I haven't really seen no one do a review on him like that, so fuck it, why not? I'll do it. Now, I must say, if you've never seen this character before, this is Manji from the epic manga / anime / live action Blade of the Immortal. Now, Blade of the Immortal is definitely pretty well known, so if you don't know about this character, you probably should go ahead and figure out what the fuck you've been doing with your life. But beyond all that, Manji here is an immortal. That's why it's called Blade of the Immortal. Hence. Now, thing is, the manga is amazing. The anime looked like everyone of the staff should have left their equipment at home and never came to work again. It's a piece of shit. I had bought one and I sold it the same day. As for the live action, surprisingly enough, it looks pretty goddamn good. I actually looked at quite a bit of clips, and I must say, it looks promising. I'm probably going to rent it from YouTube because that's the only other way I know how to actually get the actual film. But this figure here is made by Medicom Rah, so this is a 1/6 scale figure. But instead of him standing about 12 inches, it's about roughly 10, nope, it's hard. He's about roughly 11 and a half, or close to 12. Now, to kind of give you an idea of how tall he is, here is Kimono. I'll just go ahead and push him up against him so that way you can actually see. But they are the same size. I know I got a shitty angle right now, I apologize. But he's the same size as good old Kimono. Let's go ahead and move this fucker out the way. Now, Manji here, since he's an older figure, I won't be doing too much craziness with him like I do most of my figures. Only because if you know about Medicom Rah, you will know that they're pretty frail, and you make the wrong fucking mistake and you break it, you might be shit out of luck. And in this case, I'll be shit out of luck because he's a Wonderfest exclusive, so he's pretty costly when I pay for him. And on top of that, his body parts is custom to him, so if anything breaks, that means I will have to get another Manji to actually make it work, and I'm not going to do that. Anybody that know me personally, they know I have purchased figures that have custom body parts, and instead of buying other bodies, I have just sold the shit because I just refuse to pay some crazy ass amount of money for a Medicom figure knowing that it can break down on me. But one thing I must say, Medicom always nails the whole anime look, so I kind of become a sucker for their releases just because their releases is normally really nice and clean and pretty true to the material of where you're getting it from. And like this particular version of him definitely nails the manga more than ever. So he's not based upon the new film. They do have a new film version coming out, which one of my good buddies put me up on, which actually looks pretty damn sweet. So that might be something I might pick up down the line. Just depends on how my pockets is looking. Because we both know that collecting figures definitely puts a wear and tear on your pockets. Unless you rob banks for a living and you're able to actually, you know, take care of your habit. Alright, so that is the once over of good old Manji. Now, Manji here comes with quite a bit of accessories. That's why his outfit is so bland. No, but seriously, he actually comes with quite a bit, like a whole lot. So, weapon-wise, he is up to 13 weapons in total. You can count 12 weapons, but I make it 13 because 2 of the weapons actually transform into 1 weapon. So, fuck it, it's 13. Now, for the first weapon, you can see in his hand right now, I'll go ahead and pull this out, like so. he has a sickle and chain, or in this case, I don't know what the fuck it's called, but god damn it, it looks like a sickle and it's on a chain. So boom, sickle and chain. But he actually have this weapon right here, which is really nicely done. Really clean scope, nice paint job. Looks pretty basic, but it works. So you're gonna get that, and that's attached to another piece, obviously. You're gonna receive this weapon here. You're gonna get 2 of these, which is also really nicely done. Make sure this is in focus. There we go. So you're gonna get this. Really nice paint job. Has a little chain on there. In the book, this is connected to his twin blade, which is the same blade, obviously. But they didn't put a chain on this one, which was oddly enough, so I'm probably going to get a chain to make it work with it. But like I said, you're going to get 2 of those. You're going to receive 2 throwing knives. One has 4 tips. This is the one you're looking at now, which fits on one of his hands that hold these, which I'll show you how that works. And then he also has one that has 3 blades on it instead of the 4. Alright, so you're going to get those. You're going to get, I know this is a weapon. This is called a katana. So you're going to get one of these as well. Well, actually 2 of these, sorry. And it actually works with the sheath. Now at the hilt, you can actually pull this off, like so. Alright, and then what you do is you attach it to this piece. And this is why I said you get technically 13 weapons. So you connect it. And then you take the other sword, pull this out, and oh shit. Alright. And then you get that. So you get the double blade you can put together. Alright, so you're going to get that. You're going to get a double-sided spear, which is also nicely done, nicely sculpted. Well, it's pretty damn long, actually. See how tall it actually stands up to him. You're going to get this blade right here, which is pretty damn sweet. And the nice thing about Manji, like I said, he acquired all these weapons special ways. So I won't say exactly, but you probably got the hint if you've never seen it. But if you've seen the book, then you know. But he came for quite a bit. Going to get this weapon. This one has a little hook at the end of it. Same as the other. You're going to get this weapon. Which is nicely done. You're going to get this weapon. And actually you can say 14 weapons now I think about it. Because this weapon can actually connect to that double-edged sword that I showed you. Because you can connect it right back there. Alright. You're going to get a smoking pipe, which is this right here that he smokes on in the book. Now his hands, really nice hand scopes. You have expression hands, wide grasp. You're going to get 2 of those actually. And for the most part they're scoped exactly the same. It ain't too much of a difference. The fingers might be slightly lifted in different areas, but for the most part you got the same hand. You're going to get relaxed hands as well. And all of these are really nicely done because you can see the veins in them, and it actually has a very, very human-like look. So it's not like animated look. It's actually pretty realistic dealing with the hand scope. There's another hand. Relax one. Also, these hands can act as 2 jobs. You can use it to hold the pipe, and you can use it to hold the one weapon I showed you that had the circle in the middle. I'll show you how that works. There's actually 2 swords. So the 2 swords is held. You can hold it like that, and it does stay. You see him use that quite a bit in the book, and you actually see him use it in a real movie. And you can use that same style hand. Oh shit. Cool part is most of these weapons is pretty durable too, so you don't gotta worry about tearing nothing up, so that's definitely a good thing. The same hand that holds that blade, this is the other hand, and both hands can hold these style weapons. So it holds the sword and it holds the throwing blades. Nice and firm. As for the pipe, what I actually used was the first hand I showed you, because this hand, you can actually make it where it rests between the index finger and the thumb, so it actually holds like that, and it works really, really well. So that is all of the accessories that you will get with him. Now, I won't really be moving him around, solely because, like I said before, he is a Wonderfest exclusive, and I do not want to fuck nothing up, because I have my fair share of lifespan of just tearing shit up. That's how I know about some of these figures so well. But outside of that, the only thing that's special about this particular character, besides the, you know, the scars on the body that personalized to this particular toy, he has the rubber suit up under here, so it covers down to the waist and to the edge of the shoulders. This is actually soft plastic. What I did like, his clothes did not stain him, so that is nice, because anybody that know about like the Guts figure that came out not that long ago, he had the same setup, and his actual cape stained his face and his neck. And some of the figures back in the day, their skin, well, the fake skin rather, actually has a tendency to peel. So that it was all type of fuckery going on. But that is the only real difference than outside of this body, besides the scars and stuff that personalized to him. The range of motion is actually very large, because anybody that had a Medicom figure should know that you get a huge range of motion when you're dealing with a Medicom figure. You can practically throw them in any type of pose. You can do that with him as well. His lower half can be restricted due to his actual kimono, but that's about it. Also, if you end up getting it, one thing you want to be careful with besides the body itself is that this right here is Velcro, which, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think is stupid. The only reason why I think they went with Velcro is because if you look at Manji, and most of the time you see him in the manga, he actually holds both of his katanas in his wrapping, and when he holds it there, you know, it works. On his toy, not so much. You actually got to loosen up the wrapping in order to get the sword in there, but you don't want to constantly do that because it's Velcro, like I said before. Now, the nice part is on his kimono, that actually holds on pretty damn great, because it has the little snap buttons, so it actually holds it in 2 different places. It actually holds one button on this side and one button on that side, so it's double secure. I wish they would have did the same thing with this. Like, they should have had like 2 levels of where you can actually button it at, and it'll still be covered in some form or fashion. That would have been nice. That would have gave you the ability to unfasten it, put the swords in, hold them in place, snap it back together, and if you didn't want to have the swords there, then obviously tighten it back up. But that was the only real thing I seen. His shoes, or his sandals rather, these can actually come off, so they're free. The only downside I see about this figure, if I had to complain about anything, to be honest with you, would realistically be his stiffness and his ankles. Those are pretty weak. It's not super loose, but it's definitely not sturdy enough to hold his weight. That's why you see me holding him up against the backdrop more so than anything. He can stand on his own, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would definitely say, excuse me, get some type of stand to hold him up. But that's about it. So, other than that, I will honestly say if you're a fan of Blade of the Immortal and you can find him at a decent cost, I got him for about, I think I got him about 300, maybe. Yeah, I paid about 300, which is not bad because most Wonderfest exclusives can get really expensive sometime. And to be honest with you, your standard Medicom figure goes about 250 anyway. Sometime 3, depending on what you're buying. So I really didn't pay outside of no ridiculous amount of money. So I actually got a pretty nice deal. It is used. The person that sold it to me obviously took care of this figure because when I got it, no issues at all. So I'm definitely happy with it. And if you are also thinking about getting this, I'm actually trying to grab it myself. They do sell weapon packs for pretty damn cheap. It's like, I think it's like $10 each. It's about a total of 8 of them, and they're die cast metal. So they have some of the weapons that he fought up against of some of the enemies, so you'll get some more weapons on top of the weapons you already have. Some of the weapons are the same, but for the most part, some of the weapons are actually different as well. So that is my review of good old Manji here, and I must say, I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed your company for checking out this review. Like I said, thank you again. Thank you to everyone, new subscribers, old subscribers, always checking out my stuff. I truly appreciate it.